We're mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio. It's the IE's home for sports. KPWK AM 1350, Riverside, San Bernardino, an iHeartRadio station.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. We got a jam-packed show today. When I say jam-packed, I mean jam-packed. It's a rarity, but we have 4 guests this week. But you know what? My morning bumps, man, got to give a shout-out to Reggie Noble, Funk Doctor, Spock. I mean, whatever you want to call him. You might know him as Red Man. That was my morning hashtag. My commute bumps.
You know, I tell you this, it almost sounds like I'm starting to rub off on you a little bit, man.
Oh, come on,
I'm starting to see
if when you see the musical collections, I would disagree.
Hey, well, I mean, go no question. But I'm saying, I'm just saying, but like, the little stuff here and there. But great Saturday, Coach B. It's even a better Saturday because young Riverside, young straight backs, no dilly.
And that's what our guy at the Riverside Rams would say. Eddie would say, young cornrows.
Young cornrows.
I can't. Why is his name escaping me right now? Theo. There you go, Theo.
Look, Theo.
I know he's probably listening too.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't know my name.
Right, you don't know my name. You ain't getting no more barbecue. But young straight backs went out there and. He just went crazy last night. He went out there and showed everybody why he's the best player in the league. And, we'll be talking to my man a little bit later on. Really excited to have my guy, Garrett, on. He's going to be SE, writes for SI. He's an SI writer. So
big time.
He does a lot of good stuff.
That's legit.
No question. But he does a great job for the Clippers. Really excited to have him on. And then Coach B said, we got some other people on, Coach B. Who else we got coming on?
Right. We're going to have calling in from Swole Jerky.
Okay.
And then we're going to have representatives.
Does he have the non-meat version of Swole Jerky?
No, it's called beef jerky.
Oh, okay.
It's not Beyond Meat Jerky.
Okay.
It's a beef jerky.
Oh, okay. All right. I just check that.
He might. You never know. You never know.
See what he say.
But what he was telling, I told him, man, when I eat beef jerky, I eat the whole bag. And he said, he's got some low calorie stuff, so I'm excited about that because the audience knows a little bit about me. I'm the Oprah Winfrey of talk show or radio talk show host because my weight's like a yo-yo. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Down. So I'm back down to my lower weights. I got back down to 185. And, it was one of the things when I had the last conversation with my doctor. And he basically said, you know what, you need to lose weight. I was like, okay, I got it. Because my blood pressure was starting to spike.
Right.
And that's something you got to stay on top of because I don't need those problems. So.
No. That's the problem that plagues our community, man. That's something you always want to make sure you're mindful of. And then coming in, man, I'm really excited about this. I mean, I used to watch his dad. I mean, his daddy. I used to watch his dad. I mean, way back in the day when I was this young Eternal. And that is none other than Ray Leonard Jr. That's Young Sugars. Let me tell you something, man. I remember Sugar Ray came out to the Riverside Brewing Company. He was promoting the fight. That's when he first started promoting fights. And I told my dad, who was across the street at the time, I said, Dad, hey, Sugar Ray's over there. Let me tell you something about how he almost lost his wig. He was just like, if you don't go down to Big Five right now, go buy some gloves, he can sign up. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Sugar Ray Leonard Jr. Really excited to have him on, Coach B. And then, like I said, we had another person calling from San Bernardino, right?
Yeah, that was the black San Bernardino County.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So jam-packed show, Coach B.
And that's the thing, I remember like my first experience in the 80s when you talk about Sugar Ray. Like my first experience of a big fight and a title fight is when he was fighting Marvelous.
Yeah,
and that's what I realized that boxing is just like basketball, football. If you have a game plan, because when you're younger, we were young at the time when it happened. You think it's just gonna go out there and just swing and throw haymakers.
I thought he was gonna kill Sugar when I first. I was like, why you want to go out here and fight this man?
But that was a tactician. He went out and he showed his stuff, and sure enough, he got that win. So you gotta love that when someone has a game plan. and they know what they're doing, and they make it work. You know?
No doubt about it, man. And again, we are live right here. Coach Being Eternal right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350, every Saturday morning. The morning show, the flagship. IE Sportsnet right here live.
The longest running sports talk radio show. Let's put some extras on that.
And then I came in here. Denzel tears got down my cheek. I seen they put a picture up. So big shout out to my man Mike Johar. I don't know who did it, man, but they got the picture back up, man. And I almost got a little. Got a little moist in the eyes, man. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Coach B, man, great Saturday. We have a big show. Look, did you know you could take the show with you? You can actually take the show. Coach B, how can they do that? I don't know.
So, we got to do this more often. We always forget about this. So if you want to follow us, you want to get to know us, you want to see everything about us, make sure you go to everything's at IE Sportsnet. And if you want to go ahead and you want to hear us, you got to go to the iHeartRadio app. Make sure you download the iHeartRadio app and you get it. I think we got a caller on the Boost Be Heard Celebrity Hotline.
It does look like that. It looks like we have a caller on the Boost Mobile Celebrity Be Heard Hotline. Caller, if you could please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
Good morning, guys. My name is Johnny, and a lot of people know me as Johnny Wall in the fitness industry. And I'm excited to be here with you guys, man. I'm really excited to have the opportunity to meet you guys on air, on radio, and hopefully one day in person after this COVID-19 pandemic we got going on,
Now, what's important, he promoted us on social media without us asking.
And so let's put some respect on that. We always appreciate that. And let me tell you something, Johnny. I knew you were going to be on the show today. I did 100 push-ups. Just to get myself ready.
I thought about 100 push-ups.
I did 100 push-ups. And my arms are still shaking right now, Johnny, while we're doing this interview, sir. So, tell us about this product you have. Because, first thing first, you do a great job of marketing this project. Got to tell you that. Take my hat off to you.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. But tell everybody how you this product came about and kind of just the story behind Swole Beef Jerky, please.
Yeah, for sure. Crazy story about beef jerky, because I'll be honest with you, I never thought that I would ever be in the beef jerky business my whole life. So I'm a master trainer. I trade in the fitness industry. That's what I do. I train clients from all ages, all, male and kids. So I had a client of mine that, he was more entrepreneur, and one day we were working out, doing some bicep curls, and he goes, "Johnny, I got it." I'm like, "What's going on, man?" He was like, "Swole beef jerky." What the heck?
Right.
I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, what is he trying to tell me? So, long story short, he basically directed me to the right, people, and I just said, you know what? I just kind of sat on it, and they just, they kind of called me and said, "Hey, man, you should probably just invest in some beef jerky. I think you do great." And then, I just kind of sat on it, did my research, went to the stores, and looked up the beef jerkies. I'm like, all right, how can I separate myself from the other beef jerky companies? And sure enough, man, I just knowing, me as a as a personal trainer, being about the health and fitness and being a bodybuilder too, because I also do bodybuilding. There really isn't very many protein options out there that are healthy for you, and besides hard-boiled eggs and, chicken. But sometimes you're on the go, man. You're driving and going late to work, whatnot, or you're in the airport or traveling. And, there's really not much protein options. So I figured, let me come up with something that could, benefit the people and kind of solve their problem on a daily basis. So, when beef jerky just came around, I just looked at the macros and I just said, what, I could definitely, share this with the world, and, hopefully they can appreciate the taste and the tenderness, because I sure did, and every flavor I had picked, and I got 8 flavors. I got, barbecue mesquite, sweet and spicy, mango habanero, original pepper, teriyaki, sriracha. I have Korean barbecue turkey jerky.
Nice.
Carne asada.
Okay.
So I got all the flavors, man. I got all the flavors for all the people out there.
There it is. Now, real quick, because I know that you have been competitive in doing the bodybuilding thing competitively for some time. Now, how did you use that in terms of marketing your product? Was there any kind of similarity in there?
Yeah, there was, because again, going back to the protein options, I figured, okay, me being a bodybuilder and a trainer, and working at a gym or training out of a gym, private studio, I figured, if I could place the beef jerkies in the gyms or, maybe word of mouth, get it out there over time, in due time, I think it'll definitely expand. And, thanks to you guys and thanks to all my supporters and customers and friends and clients and family that, have believed in what my vision was to give back to the people, which is a healthy snack on the go. And each bag varies no more than like 200 calories. There's some bags that are at 125, 130, 220 is the highest, I believe, and that's the turkey jerky because it has more ounces on that one. But for the most part, I wanted to make sure that when people ate the beef jerky, that they wouldn't feel guilty about eating it.
Right.
That's initially the first thing that people, tell me. They're like, "Oh my God, it was delicious," but I ate the whole bag on the way home. So I'm just kind of like, "Hey, it's all right, man. Don't worry about it. Look at the
Don't
calorie
cheat yourself.
count
Treat
on it."
yourself.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it was cool, man. It was really cool, to give that reassurance to the customers and, that they ate the whole bag. And I'm like, yo, it's okay. It's only 125 calories. And then they're like, oh, okay, that's not bad. I don't feel too bad now,
And then, you know what? So, and once again, we're talking swole beef jerky, Fox Sports 1350.
Big Johnny
Coach,
Swole.
There you go, Coach B and Eternal. Now, we talked last night, and I told you, I love beef jerky. I love eating beef jerky. I can't stop eating beef jerky. Now, I need to find this swole beef jerky. So if you can tell our audience, where can they go find the swole beef jerky if they want to buy it? Where can they find you on the internet, social media if they want to follow you? Where can they go and actually spend some money on this swole beef jerky?
You can follow me on social media, Instagram on @swole beef jerky. And then online, I do shipping. So we ship to anybody in the U.S. and basically it's a 2 to 3 day wait. Go to www.swolejerky.com and that will ship you out to pretty much to your house, especially with this pandemic not being able to get out as much.
Right.
So ship to your house, straight to your house. And I have it in a couple of gyms, couple of supplement shops, Nature Shop, Beaumont. I have it in Anytime Fitness Redlands. That's where I'm typically at in Redlands. That's the main headquarters spot. But I'm trying to get it everywhere, man. I'm trying to get it like in multiple supplement shops.
We're gonna help you out with that, man. Don't you worry about that, man. So you just keep on staying connected with us, man, and we'll make sure that word gets out to the people, okay?
I appreciate that, Coach B. Seriously, man. You guys are awesome.
Absolutely, we appreciate you. We're pressed up against the clock, man. But thank you. I know you are a fitness trainer. You've got clients, so we appreciate you taking a moment out of your day to talk to us. Swole, that's SWOLE jerky.com.
Yeah, and that's Johnny Swole, swolebeefjerky.com. There it is right there, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, man.
All for the game.
There it is right there, man.
Absolutely. I like it. I like it,
man. Yeah, hey, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, for sure, guys. Thank you for having me, okay?
There you go.
Right
Thank you. And I tell you, when you look at that brother's social media, he is swole.
Man, let me tell you something. I looked, I said, I had to get some push-ups in, man.
Right. I thought about doing some push-ups. And then I said, no.
He said, no, I need to hurt myself.
I just turned 45, so the body ain't don't respond
Johnny Swole is you don't have a name like Johnny Swole if you're not swole, but my man is swole, right? There it is right there, Coach. But just go ahead and pay some bills, man. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and do this. Coming up next, we have the young ladies from Black San Bernardino County doing some great things out in the community. So you're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance. The Office of Stacey Ann Holgate is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they're the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here.
We do have a caller on the Boost Mobile Be Heard hotline. Caller, if you would be so nice to introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience, please.
Hello, my name is Andrea, and I am one of the co-leaders of the San Bernardino Black Business Group.
Oh, you know what? Oh, so you know, it looks like your partner must be calling in on the other line, and
okay,
unfortunately, I have our apology. We have to have everybody on one line.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, we can call back.
So yeah, if you can, just have her merge the call, and then we'll get you set up.
Yeah, and we'll just have you call right back. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
let's
right
get
there,
it
okay.
in. But yeah, that's on me. Coach B will take the L on that. I didn't think to do that. You know, you know what? I tell people all the time, when it comes to the show, I'm what you call the talent. I don't waste my time and my creative juices on little things like the running the board and stuff. I'll leave that up to you. You know, and Eternal Trans, let's give him the shout out. Eternal Trans picked up the torch, running the board. That's what I'm talking about. And that's AM radio for you, man. We get it all done and we make it crack.
And big shout out to our guy Mike. Mike just chimed in and said, great interview. You know, a big shout out to, got some we always want to make sure we shout out to the guys here in the station, man. They always look out for us, man. So big shout out to our guy Mike.
Absolutely.
Keeping it moving now. Coach B, like we talked about.
My dad would say, keeping it moving and grooving.
Keeping it stepping.
I was gonna say, every time I hear Stacey Ann Holgate's commercial, I want to get a drink and a cigar. And
just be sitting there. It's like a picnic, like a little barbecue jazz track or something like that.
Absolutely. Giving shots out, you got to give props. That's my guy Wayman Tisdale in the background. Rest in peace. So that is a Wayman Tisdale.
You don't know, man. You don't know nothing about no Wayman.
Oh, come on now. His story where he's left-handed and learned to play a guitar upside down because he's lefty. My wife and son are lefties.
So okay, there it is right there. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to try this one more time because, look at
that. Like I said, I'll take the L. That was on me.
Messing stuff up. Now, we do have a call. We have callers, in plural, on the Boost Mobile Celebrity Be Heard hotline. Ladies, if you would please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
Good morning. This is Tata H, and we have Zandy.
Everybody there? Okay.
There she is. All right. And I appreciate you saying her name because I mispronounced my name. And I appreciate that. You ladies, we are so excited to have you guys calling in this morning. I mean, you guys are doing good stuff out in the community.
Great stuff out there.
Yes.
Real quick, just kind of let our audience know, just a quick introduction to what you guys are doing, how this process got started, and why it was important to you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so be it that we're from be it that we're from San Bernardino County, a lot of times San Bernardino County don't get no love. There's not a lot of platforms where there's not a lot of things that we can do to network and collaborate. So the mission for the Black San Bernardino County was to provide a platform for our community to vibe, to network, to meet people, and to promote their business freely. So that was the main purpose. So that's what we do. Both Zandria and I, we do different things in the community, from events to stuff with children, and I'll let her tell about what she does. I have my own model firm with my business partner, Moonbush. So we're based out of not Los Angeles, but we're based out of San Bernardino County and Los Angeles. So we wanted to be able to say comfortably, no, we're not just from LA, but we're from San Bernardino. So there's some
love that.
Some ghosts coming out of that. Yeah.
Indeed. I'm sorry. Now you said there was another young lady on there that wanted to say, or was that all? Or I want to make sure.
Yes, my name is Zandria Gray, and I help Ms. Talia run the board of Black San Bernardino County. And in this social climate, we needed to make a safe space for Black business owners. And like she said, specifically San Bernardino, because you always hear about L.A. or the O.C.
Right.
or even the Valley, but you don't ever hear about Black San Bernardino County. So we wanted to bring people together to love on each other, support on each other. It's easier to find Black businesses if it's listed in a particular group. People know to come here. You can even put a post up that says, for example, I'm looking for a plumber. You'll get a whole bunch of referrals, almost like our own Black Yelp. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I love that we can come together and that we can network. And for myself, I do event planning, and then I'm soon to be a realtor as well in the area. So just networking, getting our businesses out there, helping other businesses elevate, and connecting and networking with each other.
Exactly. Now, what has the response been like? Because again, I think obviously just me being a Riverside native, having family in San Bernardino, it obviously that's one of those things that's needed. But for you ladies, what's the response been like? How is the community giving you? What kind of feedback has the community given you?
The community is super excited. I mean, we wake up to. This is why we have to collaborate together as a team, because the request and the comments and I want to put my business out there, it can get overwhelming. So because people are actually tapping in, they're responding to each other. Like, okay, you need something? Go to Black San Bernardino County, because you might be able to find something there. So the response has been pretty amazing, and we haven't seen a group like this for quite some time. I remember being part of a meetup group, but now that we're not able to actually meet up, we can actually meet on the platform. So one time we had a little shindig late at night. I said, let me just try this, because it's just like this one on the link where I can create a room. And it was lit. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and you had professionals and just people tapping in. I was like, oh, I didn't know people was up this late in San Bernardino County.
Right.
It's been a great response.
And one thing that attracted me is we Eternal Eye. We're on Fox Sports Radio, of course, but our nonprofit Inland Valley Classic is based in San Bernardino County in Fontana. So we were looking at ways to promote it and market it. So we love the fact that people are able to engage and communicate with one another. But what are the demographics of San Bernardino County, and are you guys seeing, are there any members of the group that are seeing the results of this collaboration and working together?
Well, I know. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I know people who have put, like I was saying before, you can put, I'm looking for a plumber. So I know I personally have referred, construction workers or contractors for homes that I know people on this group have hired personally.
Nice.
Also young ladies who are starting the nail business, we've referred people to them. Also, people looking for tutors because these kids are home now,
right,
and we need some help. I know of that as well. And we have a lot more testimonials. Baking goods, those always go over well as well. And hair products, because people don't want to go into the store. And, we're all about our hair.
Right, right. And, my wife...
So, yeah, we've had a lot of connections, or networking, I should say, that have gone through the page. And I'm sure some we don't even know about.
My wife was just talking about that, where she was saying she was trying to, because yesterday was her birthday, she was looking to get her nails done. So that's good. And you know what? You guys were talking about network, Tata, how do you go from you're an adult education teacher, you teach financial literacy, how is all that connected? How do you go from that? I mean, you sound like a person that is just, you're all about getting stuff done, and I love it. But how do you go from that? And then talk to me a little bit about that, because I think financial literacy is so important. Like my kids, I've taught them that the most important thing to them living in America is a credit score. So talk to me a little bit about the, because, I have trouble sometimes balancing my checkbook.
Man.
So help me out a little bit. Talk about that financial literacy.
This is why Xandra is a good friend of mine, because we are on multiple platforms. I think that our portfolios, both professionally and personally, are very diverse, just like our business and our funds and our investments. So just as an individual, specifically for African American women, it's important that we are tapping into different platforms. So yes, I can go teach financial literacy in the high schools in Compton and Long Beach, in the same night go to Hollywood and host and concierge to high profile clients. So this is why we have the Black San Bernardino County, so that people can also tap in and diversify their platforms. I didn't start getting all my degrees until I was older than 33, so I have 4 now, including my MBA.
Congrats.
So, yes. So, and that's because I had a strong sisterhood. I had a strong, not a sister, a strong sisterhood.
It takes a village. It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a valley. So, teaching the financial literacy, I got a contract with a specific bank, I can't say who, and that bank pays me to go into econ and history classes for 11th and 12th graders in the Los Angeles and San Bernardino County, and I go in there and teach about investing, insurances, annuities, credit, how to use your money post-college. So, but with the the current climate, those particular contracts has been zero because there's no students in school. But I'm looking to bring back some digital tutoring and some digital virtual online financial literacy for my own business. So once God put me in that little situation, he said, well, you can go on and get your own contract and you can cut out the middleman.
Yeah, exactly.
So
there you go.
That's the next step.
And one thing I want to ask you before we get out of here, we're pressed up against the clock. But where do you see the future of Black San Bernardino County? And also let people know where they can find it if they want to connect as well.
I'm going to let Xandra answer that.
Okay, so for us in the future, we definitely want to expand. We have people requesting and posting all the time, so feel free to drop your links. Like we said, we're looking to network. And obviously, when the world opens back up, we would love to have a meetup and network in person and continue networking and supporting each other. You can find us on Facebook at Black San Bernardino County. So if you go ahead and type it in, it is a public group. It's Black San Bernardino County, and myself or Ms. Tata will approve your request or drop your links to your business, and go ahead and let's promote and let's network.
Well, we certainly appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for your service. Love what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. And, we're going to be in contact with you guys soon. And, reach out to us. If there's anything we can do for you guys, we're here for you as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys.
Happy Saturday.
You same to you. And I tell you right now, I'm already putting a post up right now. If they want a radio host, go ahead, and hit me up.
Look, like I said, because if
y'all having birthday parties, you need somebody to MC it.
I'm about to say, if they need somebody to get Barry White on the microphone real quick, I'm available.
Right.
Just full disclosure.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break. Who we got coming up next?
Oh man, look here, man. We got a very special guest. We have our guy Ray Leonard. I almost said Ray Leonard Jr. I'm talking about Sugar Ray Leonard Jr., man. Can't wait to have him on. We're really excited about that.
Let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they're the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And you know I'm gonna get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
Yo, this is Aries Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association, right here live in the great city of Riverside on Fox Sports Radio AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. I'm excited. We have on the line a radio show host, a motivational keynote speaker, an actor, and an entrepreneur. If you're on the phone, go ahead and introduce yourself to the Fox Sports audience, please.
Hey, what's going on? This is Ray Leonard Jr. So happy to be here, guys. Thank you for having me.
There it is right there. As my man Coach B just said, you're like rapper, producer, and CEO. You know, do a little.
Yeah. I got to do it all right now.
There it is right there, man. Thank you so much again for taking out the time to make yourself available. Really appreciate that. Man, you know, now, we'd be remiss if we didn't, you know, recognize the lineage. I mean, I tell you, I used to, as a kid, I grew up watching your father just go out there and just his spectaculars boxing. I mean, down to Hagler, the Durand, you know, the Hitman Hearns. I mean, all that stuff. Talk to our audience, man, how it was just seeing your father just being a superstar, and then kind of you just being a youngster watching him do his thing.
Man, I'm telling you, it was like a crazy roller coaster when I grew up. And, you know, for those who don't know, my father is this little-known boxer named Sugar Ray Leonard.
One of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, there is Sugar.
Yeah, but I grew up in Palmer Park, Maryland. And, you know, we really didn't have much when I was born. And all of a sudden, it turned into a whirlwind that, you know, we become one of the most famous families in the country. And, you know, I got to travel all over the world, see meet some of the greatest people, Muhammad Ali, the Queen of England, Michael Jackson. I mean, it was just crazy. And you have no idea what life was throwing you at that time. And my parents were teenagers. My father was 16. My mother was 15 when I was born. Mm-hmm. So it was like we were all learning together and taking this journey together. And it was an amazing journey, and the great thing about it is that most of my life is captured either on
camera or film,
right?
So I can go back and look at it and say, man, I wish I did this or something else. I can show my kids.
And some people would say he's Sugar Ray Leonard, but as a young Ray Leonard Jr. would say, that's just my dad. That commercial, man.
Y'all had to bring up the 7-Up commercial. You know what? They had me at 7 years old for about 25 years. Everybody's like, that's just my dad's kid.
That's funny, man. But now, now you've gotten your own legs. Now you're doing your thing out there, an award-winning motivational speaker. When did you know that you could motivate and inspire people?
I never knew that could be actually even something I can do as a profession. I would just do it. I mean, I was a football coach, a lot of my life because I played football in college and ran track and field in college, and I just wanted to be a part of my kids' life and coach my kids in football and track and field. And I got asked to speak at an event for the Navy. And my business partner, Dr. Joy Wright, asked me to come down, and I just talked. I just spoke from the heart. And they said, "Can you do that again?" I said, "Yeah, I guess I could do it again." And every single time I was talking about something different. I didn't have a canned speech. And I asked my father, because he does motivational speaking as well. And I was like, "Man, how do you do this every time and come up with something to say and speak for an hour?" He's like, "Well, I say the same speech, but it's to a different audience."
Right,
like,
right.
Well, that makes sense. And so I said, okay. I mean, the feedback I was getting from some of the sailors and some of the audiences sending me messages that my story gave them some motivation, whether as they were dealing with drug and alcohol abuse or suicide ideations or something like that. It said, you know what, this could be something. This was kind of like my path that I found, that I knew I was making a difference.
Nice.
Right. And then you're also a successful entrepreneur. You launched Team Consulting and Universal Media Group. Can you share about the two companies that you co-founded?
Yeah, so Launch Team Consulting came out of a need that we saw in the marketplace, that companies weren't being as diverse as they should be. So we do a lot of diversity and inclusion training. And sometimes, being a businessman myself, as I grew up as an entrepreneur, I wish I had some information from more mentors to help me figure out how to get my business on track the correct way.
Right.
And so that's what we pulled together. As I said, my partner, Dr. Joy Wright, she's a master's in organizational development and a doctorate of psychology. And so we just came together and started reaching out to different organizations. And man, it's been 7 years now.
Wow.
7 years now, and the company is doing really well. And then the Universal Media Group is basically my content company. We do different shows, different content. We have a show called Beyond the Fame, Before the Fame. And then we have another show called High School Icon that we produce, and it's been on CBS and ABC, many different networks. And we're just building content and trying to, do our thing, man.
Yeah, man.
So,
no doubt about it. Yes, indeed.
And the reason that we actually reached out to you, and I appreciate it, you're doing a podcast. So, you said it's barbershop talk and all that. So, tell me a little bit about that as well. I want to know what projects you have going and what you're involved with personally.
Man, so life is like 6 degrees of separation.
Right.
And, I met my buddy, Prince Daniels Jr., who's a running back, but he was running back for Georgia Tech. And he still has the record for the most yards in a bowl game. He had like 311 yards in one bowl game in 3 quarters.
Wow.
And we met and we started talking because I had committed to go to Georgia Tech before I switched and went to Ohio University. So we had some things in common. And we said, you know what? Let's we're sitting in here during COVID. Let's put something together for the fans, because I can't go to the barbershop.
Right.
My head's looking crazy. So,
right.
I mean, I missed that conversation, missed that talk.
Right.
And so, we just decided to come up to start doing it. And man, we've had some great success. We're on to our third show. Will be next week.
Nice.
So, right on Instagram Live.
Nice, man. Congratulations. Now,
he's writing books.
I'm about to say, man, just finally, man. If you're not, if we didn't highlight all the other things that you're doing, man, you got so much going on. But just to kind of sum it all up, you got a book. Tell us about this book and where folks can get it.
So the book is coming out. It'll be out. We're about to go on pre-sale on Amazon. It'll be out this fall. And basically, it's Ray Leonard Jr.'s survival guide for the next generation.
Nice.
And basically, that came out of me wanting to provide something for my kids. I did a blog post, basically a letter to my kids a few years ago, and just giving them some background of why I made some of the decisions I've made, and kind of helping them with what's going to go on in life. And I'm sitting here during COVID, and they're home with me, and so I want to have a conversation with them and try to figure out, how do I talk to them about stress? How do I talk to them about fear? How do I talk to them about what all the things, peer pressure, things that they're going through?
Right.
And there was no manual for me to do that. And so I said, you know what? I'm here at home, so let's create one. And then started creating one with my other business partners, Dr. Earl Suttle and Dr. John Hubbard. And, man, it's the first time that I said, I've been saying I want to write a book forever and just never did it. And I just sat my butt down and started writing. And now, we're here. And that's a passion project. And, I'm so excited for it to come out.
And we appreciate it. Yeah. And just to give you some content with the Ray, he was saying he helped coach our All-Star game here in Corona with Coach Burns. I wanted to meet him at the event, but we were so busy, it totally lost track. But I wanted to come over and introduce myself to you then. So I'm so glad you called in for us.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. Keep doing the work you're doing. Obviously, we see you on social media, and just really, really excited about it. Coach Burns reached out to us and said, it was good we had you on, man. So again, keep doing the stuff you're doing. Very encouraging stuff, and again, it's got our attention.
My man, I appreciate it. Thank you guys, and Coach, shout out to Coach Burns. You gotta love Coach Burns, man. He's done so much for the community. Such a great coach, and I've coached under him for the last 5 years, and my son's moving on to a new school this year. It's the 14th year because we moved, but man, it's been a journey, and I appreciate him, and I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Right there, and then tell your dad, please, one of the greatest of all times, that Coach B. Internal say hello.
We said hey.
I will do that. I'm going to tell him not to try to come back like Oscar De La Hoya and Mike Tyson.
Tell him, man, he don't need that, man. Tell him he don't need that, man. We tell him we can make it like a video and make it look like he was fighting, but he ain't got to really do it.
But Sugar Ray is so good, he'd come back and win.
Right. There it is right there, man.
He still got it.
Exactly.
I imagine. Yeah.
I bet he does. Guarantee, man. Take care. Enjoy your weekend, and much love to you and the family.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right, good stuff. What an amazing story. I didn't realize that. You think about it, he was already born like 7 years old when his dad blew up.
Oh yeah, man.
That's could you imagine that life?
I mean, talking about 360 right there.
Right. And I look at his social media, you see he has pictures with some of the GOATs.
Oh yeah.
It's 7-year-old.
Who's who? Eddie Murphy, all those guys. You know
absolutely.
Because boxing's such a big deal. You know what I mean?
And especially back then, that was a golden. He was in the golden age of boxing.
Yeah, he was, man. So I just remember
before UFC.
Oh yeah, because now everything is kind of like personal. But back in the day, we used to have big boxing party. It would be 30 people.
Absolutely, the pay-per-view because the pay-per-view was so much. Everybody had to chip in.
Everybody was in there. Oh yeah, we had them parties, man. But again, Ray Leonard. I keep
yes,
man, Sugar.
Yes.
Man, that's dope.
One of the absolute, total, and complete GOATs, man. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
Ray Leonard Jr. just called in.
There it is.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they are the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand-battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love in the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange County. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together.
And you know I'm going to get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
Yo, this is Aries Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Yes, we are live on the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio station. I am your host, E-Turtle.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. I guess I was moving the groove.
Yes,
you know, when you
oh
play.
My goodness, I know. I saw you over there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? when you bump this, I can't even think of the group's name. Their name.
Look at you.
Outcast. There we go.
Okay.
When you Andre 3000, you had me at Andre 3000.
Yeah, there it is right there. Hey, we do have somebody calling in on the Boost Mobile Celebrity Be Heard hotline. Caller, please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
Hey, this is Garrett from SI. How's it going?
Grant, man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you calling in. Grant, got to tell you, man, you just do a wonderful job covering the Clippers. Just real quick before we start our conversation, when did you start covering the Clippers? What's your background with that?
Yeah, so I've been covering the team since 2016. I'm 21 years old right now, and I've been covering the team for SI since this January.
Wow, young guy. Okay. I mean, Grant. You do. Look like you're seasoned, man. You're already 21 years old. That's good stuff, man. Now, the game last night. What a game! Now, Grant, you're on the East Coast, man. So you were up late watching the game. I don't know how you woke up and made this phone call, man. But you were up late watching the game, man. But what a game by Kawhi Leonard. He's actually one of our guys. He's a local guy here, close to us, but. A record-setting game. Kawhi Leonard, passed Bob McAdoo in terms of points for the playoffs. But what did you see with Kawhi's game last night? Really a defining game that took that series to 2-1.
Well, I thought it was fantastic. Kawhi in this series is someone that I think is going to dominate every night because Dallas doesn't have an answer on defense for him. A lot of teams don't. So I think he showed, when he's aggressive, when he wants the ball, when he gets the shots that he, hits on a normal basis and that kind of stuff, he can be the best player in this series. The best player, probably one of the best players in the NBA. So I thought Kawhi was fantastic. I thought he did what he had to do to put the Clippers in the win column last night.
There it is. And then now you see that, again, Kawhi was mentioning in there. You got a question that they said, hey, can you do this? Can you win this series with Paul George, who obviously struggled last night from the field? But Kawhi was asked, can you do this with PG shooting that way? And he said, yes, we can. Not to be political, but yes, we can. But Kawhi Leonard came out there. What is your thoughts? What did you see from Paul George last night? Obviously, he still was able to do some of the little things, but what did you see with Paul George last night in terms of his effectiveness?
Yeah, Paul George missed a lot of shots. It wasn't his greatest shooting night. We know that. Looked similar to his night on Game 2 where he shot pretty poorly. But I thought he was aggressive. I thought he took the right shots. He forced a couple three-pointers I wasn't super happy with. But for the most part, I thought he made the right decisions. I thought when he got to the rim is when he was most effective. And I also liked him as a passer last night. I think he finished with 7 assists. He did a great job moving the ball around.
Now, Fox Sports 1350, Coach B and Eternal. Now, one thing I want to ask you, we are LA Clippers fans, and as you know, we're in the Lakers' backyard out in Southern California. And I can't tell you how many shots I got on social media and how many people came after me. But yesterday, it's still early in the season, and this year's going to be different because there's no travel, no home court. But it was a must-win situation for the Clippers. What do you think about their response when the Clippers, even with Paul George struggling, can anyone in the West stop that Clippers team that played last night?
I think it's going to be difficult if they do. I mean, when these guys are driven and when these guys, put their heads down, they want to win. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. I want to say after last night's game, following a loss this season, the Clippers are 22-3. So when they do get knocked down, there's a team that comes right back up and fights hard and gets the win. Absolutely.
Now, with Paul George struggling, and then we don't know how long Patrick Beverley is going to be out. Will there be too much dependence on Kawhi?
I think there could be, but at the same time, you have so many guys in this team that have shown they can hit shots when need be. I want to mention Landry Shamet, who had a fantastic game
talk about
last
that
night.
dunk. Talk about that two-hand dunk on the 7-footer.
Yeah, man, Landry was phenomenal. When you have guys that can step up like that into those starting roles and make shots when called upon, it makes you feel a lot more comfortable that even if Kawhi has an off night, there are guys that can step up and do what they need to do.
And you bring up a good point that people don't think about, because the Clippers, they have, like you said, you have the Landry Shamet, and then you have new people that are coming in. You have like Senior coming out, and they brought in a lot of new players this year, and you can see the Clippers, they've always been a team that played hard, and that was one of the things when they were they didn't have the talent to match other teams, like when they won 2 games against Golden State when Golden State was Golden State, and now they just have this like more senior, when they come out, the Clippers have this edge and this toughness that you haven't seen for the Clippers, and I like it. What are your thoughts about that? They're a team you don't want to meet down a back alley.
Yeah, of course not. I mean, they're a really, really gritty team. I think Marcus brings that for sure. Same with Pat Bev and guys like Montrezl Harrell as well. I mean, these guys are fighters. They're tough. They want to win this series, obviously. They want to make it to the championship. But, yeah, having guys like that, I think, definitely makes playoff basketball more interesting. And it makes it a better situation for your team when you have guys like that in playoff basketball, because it's going to get chippier, it's going to get grittier, and guys are going to be fighting a lot harder for those wins.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, for NBA fans, who are just kind of who are new to the party, who really are seeing the superstar, already out there, who is Luka Doncic. Scored 70 points in his first 2 games. Obviously left last night with the left ankle sprain. What are you seeing out of this guy? Obviously game 2 couldn't be stopped at all, and really before the ankle sprain was just causing all kind of chaos. What have you seen out of him that's really just kind of really made your eyes wide open?
Luka's fantastic. I think the fact that he's 21 years old and is already one of the best players in the NBA is just shocking that you can have someone be that talented already. And people make a big point about how this is his first playoff series, but when he was overseas in the EuroLeague, he was a champion when he was 16, 17 years old.
Right.
So I think he looks prepared, he looks tough, he looks very sharp on both ends of the floor. He's a game changer, right? You can't stop him.
Yeah, he's really good, really, really good. So real quick before we let you go, we can't let you go without getting a prediction. Do you see the Clippers making it all the way? Because right now, Coach B and I, we're on we're on California's most wanted list. Because we're going against the machine here. But do you see this team right here going all the way? I don't know what kind of parade we're going to have, but we may have to get the parade going down Alessandro, but we're going to figure it out. But do you see this team right here taking it all the way to the top?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about them right now. I think when you have Kawhi playing this well and you have the rest of the team stepping out and playing as well as they did last night, like I said, when these guys are determined, when these guys are driven and they want to win, they can beat anybody. So I think they're going to make pretty quick work of Dallas after last night's game. I feel good about their chances in the second round against Denver or Utah. That Clippers-Lakers series obviously is going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that one. But I think if they can make it past the Lakers, they can win the finals. I think it's definitely possible this year.
Yes, sir. There it is right there. Now, for the people that are listening, want to hear your stuff or want to see your work, where can they find you?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter at GA-Corpenning. That's GACHORPENNING. And then, like I said, I write about the Clippers for Sports Illustrated. The website there is allclippers.com.
Man, we're gonna be keeping an eye on you, man. You got some talent. You're gonna be doing some good stuff, man. You'll be right there courtside in no time.
There you go. I appreciate it.
There it is, right there.
He had me with the Clippers could win the championship.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Have a good weekend.
I tell you, he had me at the Clippers could win the championship. So I love that, man. And, the one thing about the Lakers, you've noticed, it's for some reason they get up when they play the Clippers. And you can see that respect that they have for the Clippers.
Oh, no, like Garrett was saying. I mean, this Clipper team is really – They're special, but you can see, they're getting everybody's best game right now. Last night's game was just great.
Right,
the chippiness of it. And I was really impressed by Dallas as well, not backing down. You think, hey, Dallas is soft, but, guys like Porzingis, these guys, Luka, they were like, nah, man, we're not backing down. So.
I tell you right now, Luka needs to get in the weight room because he was getting when they got him down on a low block.
Yeah.
See, they don't play that kind of basketball in Europe.
No.
And that's one thing about this is what everyone doesn't understand. Doc Rivers understands matchups.
No doubt about it.
And you can see they had Green, and they made a point of it. If Luka's going to handle the ball all game, he's going to play defense too.
No doubt about it. And see, what you have to do is, with guys like that, you have to make them work on both ends. So you can see he was getting the picks, getting the tough shoulders. And that's what you got to do. You're going to have to mix it up a little bit, because a guy like that, if you don't touch that guy, if you don't kind of like rough him up a little bit, he can go out there and just kill you. Luka is really, really dangerous from the outside when he penetrates on the pass. He's a really, really great player. And, expect big things out of that guy. That guy's a star in the making, no doubt about it.
And for all the haters out there, prior to Luka spraining his ankle, the Clippers are already putting hands on Dallas.
No,
they came out from the jump.
Oh, no, I ain't trying to hear that. Right. Mute. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So, Coach B, man, what a show today, man. Look, I know you thought we were going to be pushing it all the way to 8 o'clock, but we didn't. Big shout out to our guy, Mr. Johnny Swole. Make sure you guys go out there and check him out at swolebeefjerky.com.
I need to go get some.
He didn't say that he had the Boca Burger kind, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to go get none of that, man.
I'm sure that's let him know.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy, because I got a lot of beef eaters that I know, man, so I'm going to go cop some and make sure I give some out, so that way I can be supporting, make sure I'm supportive.
Absolutely. And he said that he's available out in Redlands. I'm in Fontana, so I'm not too far from that, man. But like you said, what a show. We had representatives from Black San Bernardino County called. We had Swole Jerky called. We had one of the GOATs son call in, Ray Lewis, and I saw he was just now you got me saying Ray Lewis. Ray Leonard Jr. So I know I just saw on social media Ray Leonard Jr.
Thank
had
you
just
so much,
tweeted
Ray.
out.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
So Sugar Jr. is what I'm going to call him.
Right, there you go.
And then we just had our guy calling in from SI.
Garrett.
21 years old.
Garrett, 21, my goodness. This kid, man, watch out for that kid. He's gonna be something. He's really good.
We're going to say, man, remember, we know you. Just remember us. Remember the little people. So we're excited about it, man. Great show. I talked about my morning bumps. Talked a little bit about Reggie Noble.
Oh, and peace to my man, DJ Virgo. He said he wants some of that beef jerky. He already commented already. He said he wants some of the jerky, man. I'm going to see what I can do for you.
And then one of the things, when I first moved to the Inland Empire, I got to give my props and my condolences. 5 Cent passed away.
Oh, man.
So I want to say rest in peace to 5 Cent.
Yeah,
he was, when I moved out here, he was part of the 99.1 family.
Yeah, for those that know, for all our local guys, 5 was like a fixture at the Metro. That's where we used to go club and sweat it out back in the day. One of the guys that used to just, kind of just started, especially in the radio business, went in and started at the street team level and then just worked his way all the way to the top. And again, a real good guy. He'll be missed. Peace to my man, 5 Cent. And then again, today, we're going to be having a memorial service for our guy Corey, who passed away tragically in a tragic car accident, man. So again, peace to him. And I gotta give a shout out to our guy Jermaine Dupree, who sent a very, very, very nice flower arrangement to the house, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, great show. And then I can't forget about it. The missus yesterday was the birthday.
I thought about saying, did you have another anniversary?
No.
Because I know you didn't name the kids all after you already. I thought maybe.
Well, only two are named after me. One's named after her.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Yeah. But
they got the Bri in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brian, Brianna, and Brandon. The
Young
kids.
George Foreman.
And the wife, of course, is Brandy. So so she just had a birthday, and I tell you right now, I know we're pressed up against the clock, but she's having a tough time with this COVID thing. I'm like, the world has changed.
Oh, I know.
The world has changed.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. We're trying to get, I mean, it was tough for me too, man. I was trying to figure out, normally I have a wing, ding, 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 ding at the house, man. But unfortunately, this year couldn't do it. COVID got everybody wrapped up in the house again. So again, thank you everybody for listening. Appreciate that. The podcast will be up soon, and man, keep supporting us. We're right here every Saturday morning, 8:00 on Fox Sports Radio.
The longest running, #1 rated,
speak on it,
flagship in the Inland Empire, IE Sports Net.
And where can they follow us, man?
At IE Sports Net, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
And check it out. If the ladies are listening. Y'all can check me out on my Christian Mingle.
There you go. And on that note, you're listening to IE Sports Net, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350. We out.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.